Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Crypto talk with Thomas G.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including heat.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including. Got me on Nevex and bought me some Joe. Farming go crazy, you know how it goes. Zoopy on Phantom, I got a few notes. Thinking my Rex, you know I'm gon' hold. Getting these calls from the dog pound. Buy my dot for the next round. Now I'm coming up off the compound. Got my drip off the rebound. Getting these calls from the dog pound. Buy my dot for the next round. Now I'm coming up off the compound. Got my drip off the rebound. Crypto talk with Thomas G.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including heat.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including heat.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including heat.
Woo! All right. Welcome, everybody. What is it? Yeah, happy Thursday to everybody out there in the crypto space. Welcome to R2R Live, episode 121. Put in that work for the blockchain, put in that work for the entire crypto space. We cover a lot of things. But thank you guys for being here today. Don't forget to smash the like button if you're on YouTube. Drop a comment, subscribe, post notifications, you know the drill. Now, if you're on X, it's important that you go over there on that side too. If you are on Twitter, aka the Freedom of Speech platform X, follow me, retweet it, get all your hashtags, Pulsechain, Pulsex, PDAI, PUSDT, all of them. Go out there and show the love, spread the word. Let's get into it. We got a hot topic today. What's going on, Larry O? Yo, what's going on? X-Made members only in the house. Happy Thursday, my boy. Let's go. That's right. Mikey OG Crypto. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Bloody week. It is bloody. It's blood in the streets. What's up, Cycle Crypto 23? Yeah, dog. Appreciate you. Dying USDC memes are sleepers. They seem to be they're waking up, bro. They're waking up. Dying meme about the flip PDAI. I think it did shortly yesterday. What's going on, Chantel Inspires TV? Thank you so much for being here. Welcome. So we got a lot to cover today. Obviously, some some flippenings happening in the narrative, in the PDAI world, in the P copy world. There's a lot to cover, right? But first things first, for all of you members only, we're gonna be switching it up now. The late night was kind of hard for you guys. It was hard, right? 9 o'clock PST. So from here on out, right, we'll do Mondays members. Live stream is in the morning, anywhere between 9 and 9:30 PST AM, 9 a.m. PST. Tuesdays, regular live stream. Wednesdays, members. Thursday, like today, regular live stream. Fridays, members. We'll wrap it all up every day in the morning. Every day in the morning. So let's take a look at the prices of what's really going on out there in the crypto space. So we got Bitcoin. Man, we can't catch a break. $80,998 Bitcoin. Damn, Gina, what's going on here? Man, Ethereum, $1,868. I mean, technically Bitcoin is still above its all-time high by like $12,000 from the $69,000 Judas Week candle back in the last cycle. So it's still up. Ethereum ain't, though. You would think that Bitcoin would have hit 107, which was an all-time high, and as it hit 107, Ethereum goes to like 5,500, 6,000 at some point, but we didn't get that. BNB $583, Solana $123. Is it here? Is the bear market here? Are we in the bear? I mean, I've been giving my opinion. What's up, Van? Welcome. PTGC Maxi, sub G. Don't forget, remember, right? Who you can't forget. You're always gonna remember. Remember. Can't forget, remember. And don't forget, guys, if you have already navigated and landed your ships on the Sonic blockchain network, all right, make sure you go to my.soniclabs.com/points, code 9DEA21, and start learning how you can earn them points. Oh, I gotta let me connect this really quick. Look at the liquidations, and then we'll look at the points first before we look at the liquidations. Let me get in there. Let me get in there. See if I got a little bit more points today. Today. A little bit more points. Got some passive points, some activity points going on. Hey, I'm grinding. Got a lot I'm building on Sonic blockchain. So links in the description for that. Let's go take a look at what's going on. Whose money are the exchanges stealing mostly today? Let's see. Who's getting wrecked by that middleman D? We can't get off that middleman D. So it looks like liquidations in the past 24 hours has been 117. Well, that's a slow day for the exchanges. 173.38 million in liquidations. The most was through longs, which $88.98 million got liquidated. A small day, but still massive amount, right? They get like 500 million to a billion on a good day. Liquidations on the shorts, 83.39 million. It looks like people are slowing the roll. I mean, we'd love to see that below 100 million. Shoot, no million, but people just love to, give up their keys. I don't know why. I never understood. When I use a centralized exchange, it's just to cash out. I didn't think there was any other reason to ever use it. Let's take a look at the stock market. Everything's correlated with the stock market. Everything. And what happened today? Why are we dipping? Trump threatens $200 tariff on EU wines, champagnes. They're what was it called? Reciprocal tariffs. So this tariff war is not good for crypto, but it's good in the long term. The short term, it's going to be a rough ride for the markets, right? But the healthiest thing that could happen in the stock market after we basically skip the 10-year cycle, which the stock market typically crashes every 10 years, like crypto every 4 years goes into a bear, printed our way through that. So we need a healthy correction, and we need to fix the damn tariffs. I mean, if a country is charging us 200% on a tariff and recharge them 200% because that's what they're doing, that's fair. That's what's being introduced, and the market doesn't like it. But 5 years ago, the pandemic hit. 5 years ago, the pandemic hit. A virus that just wiped across the globe, right? It created chaos. Toilet paper was off the shelves. People were wearing masks. We were stationary at home. Couldn't go out during certain hours. Some people had curfews. We started this whole online shopping. All your groceries come to your door. You don't go to the store, all that stuff. People were in hiding. But it gave us the opportunity of a lifetime in 2020. Opportunity of a lifetime to buy, Hex, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We got these unbelievable dips that created the people you see today, and I'm one of them. I capitalized on that. So the thing I look at this as, you can sit back and be like, oh, Trump, hey, look what you're doing to crypto. Would you rather Bitcoin be $200,000 right now, and you're like, I didn't have enough to make it, or would you get these dips, DCA, increase your bag, and when it does come, you make even more? Because I remember thinking the same thing with COVID hit. Man, I wish Bitcoin was 100K. Well, no. Turned out it was a beautiful thing that it went on that gnarly dump and everything was on sale. So you got to find opportunity in everything, right? S&P 500 down 65 points. Dow down 477 points. The NASDAQ down 292 points. The Russell 26. I imagine gold is up. Of course, it would be up 44.10 points because of, the market volatility. People going to the digital gold is Bitcoin. And anytime there's been scared, times of war, the dollar is not strong, this and that, people buy commodities, gold, silver, and then they have these digital assets, but nothing ever is going to probably replace gold. It's like a safe haven, right? People will still buy it during hard times. So it's still a good investment overall. It goes up slow. 1% a day keeps a 9 to 5 away, right? Mm-hmm. You already know, bro. You already know. You already know. And we just started covering. Look at this. It keeps on going down. Look at that. Now we're at per dozen eggs USD dozen chart here. That's 489 per dozen. So when you go to the store and they're still pricing you out, just know you look that store manager in the eye. So I saw the index this morning, homie. You're just charging me because you're capitalizing on the fear. They can technically do that. They can charge you whatever they want because people are not smart enough to be like, hey, there's an index and this isn't right. Because I told you yesterday, 18 eggs, I paid $14.99. Well, better not be that way when I go this weekend because I'm going to be throwing eggs around the store. I'm saying, bro, you charged me eggs and things from March 5th prices, $8.27. We're going down. We'll probably keep going down. Things are going to start turning around. Trust the process. Trust the process because what we had going on for a long time, it wasn't working. It wasn't working. So let's go to the topic of the day. This is so interesting to me. So interesting. Because we've had this PDAI narrative since like the PDAI narrative, I discovered it. I had bought PDAI the day it launched and USDC, the day Pulsechain launched. It was very cheap to buy like 20, 30, 40, 50 million. Like it was peanuts. But the narrative and the possibility of things happening behind the scenes in the smart contracts with PDAI, like minting and the that getting fixed and this and that happened about July-ish, like right around the SEC news about going after Richard Hart in the end of July of 2023. And then August, it started to surface in like Twitter space and like community members getting together and, you know, jam-packing their thoughts on PDAI going to $1 one day. You know, that pure speculation. It's interesting because Pump Tires launches recently, you know, after all this time, Richard Hart's like goes against his ethos. Somebody launches this token. This token is 1 month and 11 days old. And for a short moment yesterday, like this is the meme PDAI. And then you got PDAI, the narrative PDAI over here, 2 zeros and a 4-2. Go to meme PDAI, 2 zeros and a 3-5. They had like a whale who sold their PDAI for meme DAI. So they sold this, went into meme DAI. And I thought about it. I was just like, well, less until a peg actually happens, always speculation. I guess PDAI was really always just a meme. It's a meme until it isn't, right? And when isn't it a meme? Oh, when and if it pegs. You know, the possibility of that happening, when and if it happens. I feel like they're both one and the same at this point, right? You have two, you know, one's got a major narrative that it could peg, but that's just like major speculation. There's been like no solid evidence that clearly gets everybody convinced across the board. You could be one of those persons that's like deep in the rabbit hole and see it. Like at sometimes I can go and be like, okay, I see it. I see what you mean. But the reality of it is most people don't know. Like, no, I'm not like strong suited enough to understand the strong possibility of that ever happening, right? It's like beyond my wildest dreams type stuff. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. And then you got the meme DAI, $171,000 liquidity. It could technically flip it and go higher. But the whale that dumped PDAI, the OG PDAI from meme PDAI, you know, brought it to new levels. And it's got attention. It has attention. It's ranked number 1 on Dex Screen right now. It's going to be, I think it's going to rock things up. It's going to shake things up, right? It's good competition. Like Maria's, the Ethereum developers, web of liquidity, and the entire ecosystem was put together by Maria, meant to help PDAI get to $1. Meant its purpose and reason is to help achieve that. So maybe it creates a competitive atmosphere where the engine's got to start going and OG PDAI's got to step up and make sure that meme token PDAI doesn't win the battle and doesn't flip it, indefinitely. But we'll see. I think PDAI is going to go down. We'll take a look at PTGC. I drew this up, and we're almost on track to hit these goals, right? Like looking at PTGC, I feel like it still could hit the wick down here. Pulsechain is probably going to continue to go down for a little bit more. Like we'll hit a bottom. We will hit a bottom soon, right? And I believe it'll fill this wick, PTGC. So we're looking at 3 zeros and a 2. You're getting, like, if you didn't get PTGC early on and you were like, wish you could have, would have, could have, should have, but you didn't, I believe you still have this area here. UFO hit spot on of where I drew it out. It might have even, right, gone a little lower. It might go lower. But the wick was filled. This right here that happened like right before Christmas Day, 4 days before Christmas Day, it played. It filled it up. I drew this in last week's stream. It's a circle. I'm not putting like arrows and lines and all that, trying to chart. Like the basics of charting things is most people, you'll realize they'll draw all these things, have all these angles. And the main thing I'll look at is like, hey, is there a wick that needs to be filled north or south? Because it's likely to fill the red one before it fills a green one, and on a massive correction. So the top being up here, right? 3 zeros and a 1. That was in February, guys. That right there, like the indicator of me talking for the past year and saying that the bull market ends in March of 2025. I've been saying it for a year on my channel, on my car videos. You go look at all the charts across the board in crypto that followed like the trend of going from a bear into a bull and back into a bear. Shows like the top went in, February 10th for this token. The top, let's go look where the tops were in, for example, with look back at PTGC. Was it February 10th as well? And we wicked up here. Yeah, it was about the 10th as well. That makes sense, Everything's tied with Pulse. Everything's tied with Pulse. I mean, the all-time highs actually happened in like March of 2024 for Pulsechain. If you guys can remember, due to the sacrifice funds, right? X is still played out the head and shoulders perfectly, right? And at the end of the day, like there's been moments of pumps and it just goes right back and plays out. So this wick got filled here at 2 zeros and an 8. I believe we will go lower. We'll probably get prices that we got. I made a bottom price here. I imagine the bottom price for Hex being where I bought it the cheapest last. I think it was it September, October, August, something around there. 2024, 2 zeros and a 5. Gonna go to 2 zeros and a 3, like the previous time I bought it. So I just, and if we look at when the top happened on the entire ecosystem, it was here, February 10th again on Hex. Hart's Law. Everything topped out like for the year. Now, if you go back in 2024, you look at these like the top happened towards the end of the year. But for 2025, this was as high as it went, and now it's correcting. And we'll bottom out from here. We'll start a new cycle gradually happening. So it's not anything to be afraid of. You nailed it, G. I can't believe UFO under 1-to-1 with Pulse again. Yeah, it was meant to have corrections. Like, reason why I like Contesta and all that stuff is like the chart started to progress during times of while everything was correcting. That even those tokens will have corrections, but it's still like evolving as like the number one yield right now on Pulsechain for Remember and Contesta and the entire ecosystem. It's things in the bear market do well all the time. There's always things that drive the bear, 100%. DCA this dip. What whale is selling? Saudis? I think it's Herman for PDAI that's selling. And Herman, I believe, is linked as one of the developers for Pulsechain. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I'm just saying, right? Most token, I think this one is corrected the least out of everything, but let's take a look. Its top, if we come here, was it the 10th? About the 9th, the 10th. About in 2025 here, but then it went higher here. So it had a different time frame, right? If we count this, it had an epic launch, so it never went back to all-time high. So it topped out literally in its first few days of launch from hype. And then the highest it went after that was here in the 14-cent range. Been correcting ever since. It can't help the market it's in. Everything is tied heavily to Pulse. So Pulse, and naturally is going to pull everything down. And the parity between Pulse and Pulsex has broken now. They're no longer paired up with each other, right? So if we look here as well, damn, where we're at, like we're back to square one from SEC FUD, whatever you want to call it, the SEC scandal. Yeah, that's where we are. I think we touched down at the previous all-time lows, especially like if you go back and you look at what happened here, like this, I think we're gonna touch this again. This wick right here. I mean, I can draw a line, but you can see it. It happened after the SEC news. I remember buying it down here too. And it was 5 zeros, about 5 zeros and a 9-ish or something like that. Let me revisit this bottom. It's the double bottom right now. Yeah, I think we revisit this price. All-time low is going to hit once again. And once it bottoms at that price, the thing is, Richard Hart, he went like 50 ETH in each of the cores recently. So it doesn't for that reason, he's not going to sell or anything like that. It's good that somebody went with that much ETH, 50 per asset. It's gonna hold, pretty strong. Like the strength of like the bottoms that are soon to come are good. Like maybe it just goes here, but I don't think so. I think it goes below the 4 zeros and a 2-3. We might revisit this. We might add a zero for a moment's time. And you're like this wick is so long ago. Yeah. Like a year and a half ago. But it would likely fill, I believe. If not just this one and bounce. But I think all-time lows again, which is good. It's a good opportunity to DCA, in my honest opinion. Right? So where does that leave PDAI? Well, PDAI is tied up, with the entire ecosystem. So you got to figure, if I do a little bit of math, all right, and let's see, 4 zeros and a 2-8 right now for Pulsex. Yeah, so Pulsex could technically do another 50% drop, including Pulsechain, Park Law. That puts PDAI like 2.5 to 3 cents. Not 2.5 to 3 cents. It'll get as low as 2 zeros and like a 3, 2 zeros and like a 2.5. I don't see it going below 2 zeros and a 2, but like lower than here. It could do another like 40% haircut. I could definitely see 2 zeros and a 3 because everything's going to go down. That's why the not only a Tropa ecosystem right now, but PTGC is taking a huge hit. PTGC wouldn't be taking this massive hit if it wasn't so like heavily tied with PDAI. That might have been a mistake. Now, right now they're probably like, why did I make such a thick LP with PDAI? Oh, because I thought it was going to $1. But if it doesn't, you're so heavily paired with it, you're going to sink with that ship even further compared to just being tied directly with Pulse. If all of its LP was in Pulsex, then you're not getting this type of you're not weathering this type of storm, this correction. You see what I'm saying? It weighs heavy on the token right now what PDAI is doing, and then vice versa. If PDAI takes off, it weighs heavy on gains. So it's interesting to see how it's playing out. You know, making that think of liquidity with a speculative asset either is the best move, the smartest move they ever made if it does peg, but people don't think it's likely. It may not happen, may not even be a thing. And right now, it's like, man, you're dragging me down, homie. Like, it is what it is. We'll see how it plays out. Crazy how Ethereum pumped when it had super high fees, but dumped when it finally achieved low fees. It was too late, man. It was too late. The crowd had already moved to other chains. The stock market has fallen and crypto has fallen, but how is the DXY falling? How is the DXY falling? The DXY. Let me go take a look. Let's pull up the DXY. The DXY, it's not doing too good, not doing too bad today. US dollar index. I mean, listen, man. The Trump administration is trying to strengthen the dollar. A strong dollar technically isn't good for Bitcoin. You want the dollar to be weak because they're like competing assets. Like blockchain wants to be disruptive to government money, fiat currency. All right, wants to replace it. That was the whole purpose. The trade wars definitely bringing crypto-like volatility to the stock market. But when it becomes effective, and it will, because look at, you go on the news and you get like brainwashed. Oh, Trump put in a 200% tariff, and you think like, oh my God, everything's gonna go up, and everyone just like gets hysterical. What happens is that country gets like, whoa, okay, I'm getting called out because what our tariffs to them are not fair, and they want to reciprocate that and have a trade war. It's just a bargaining chip for Trump's like 200%. And they're just like flabbergasted. And of course they get insulted, but at the end of the day, for the greater good, both sides will come to an agreement. Lower it, increase it if they want to continue and suffer, which they won't. It's just going to be one of those things where they're going to be like, okay, we're going to get it to a reasonable position where both sides are happy. All the drama goes away. Because right now you have to negotiate all these things. It's ridiculous how much higher our tariffs are on us. We're getting robbed for years. Go look at the stats. It's crazy how anyone could allow that to happen. So it's not an easy fix, but it's necessary. But there's going to be volatility. So while the market reacts and the mainstream media wants you to act this way, because there's a lot of bias versus the Republicans and the Democrats, it's all political. Always. Like CNN's like, you go on CNN and they just nonstop all day talking back about Trump. They won't ever say one good thing. But what I will say is, either way, when this all clears, it's going to be good for both sides. The volatility will just disappear. And we're going to build, and our markets and everything are going to go through the processes they should be going through anyways. A correction in the stock market, fine. But tariffs will be in place. The trade war will be over. Crypto is being, basically adopted by governments now across the world. The U.S. wants to lead that charge. So, I mean, crypto's got a bright future. Not today, not tomorrow, but the long term, it's got a really bright future. The world is going to be competing on who buys the most Bitcoin, who's got the most ETH, Solana. It's a good thing. But right now, we're just experiencing volatility. And I feel bad for the Wall Street, because welcome to our world. Volatility is the price you pay for bad gains. That's all we ever know. So I'm thinking tariff is making other countries sell the dollar. What stable coin are you using in Pulse ecosystem to convert your coins to USD? Thank you. USDC or DAI, converting to cash out whenever I do. Let's go take a look at Remember and the OG ecosystem. Man, we're printing so hard still. It's disgusting. The amount of money that R2R is printing right now and how we've gotten our positions and when we got in, It's unbelievable. My entry was here, 8 zeros and a 5 around here. That's when the group was getting in heavy. And all we're doing is printing pulse every effing day. And compounding and buying all. Remember's changing my life right before my eyes. I'm getting the pulse rewards, I'm compounding more Remember, and I'm using my pulse rewards to buy these dips. I'm buying EHEX, I'm buying Solid X, I'm buying, whatever I want. Whatever I want. It's man, it's unreal. And it's not an asset where I sit there and go, I'm up, I'm gonna dump. Like, no, I want to build my bag and just keep printing. And there's a discount on them today too, along with the rest. I mean, we're tied with Pulse. Pulse goes down heavy, you're gonna experience some rough times. But I've been buying more mnemonics on one wallet. Ooh, look at oil. Yeah, I'm over on Sonic. Let's go take a look at my plot really quick. Let's go take a look at the plot. Real quick. Hold up. Let me pull this up. Damn. I'm loving this right now. Let's go visit my plot. Killing time playing this 3D play to earn game over on Sonic Blockchain. I need to add a new plot soon. I just had to repair a bunch recently. And oil's going back up. Let's see. Got some oil coming through that I can sell that I sent through the refinery. Let's see how much. I got 18 ready to go with ooh. Okay. So I got enough to make another pump. Or maybe I'll save it. I freaking love games like this. You see, I don't want to be out there trading right now because I'm in the OG ecosystem printing hard. All I want to do is like keep my mind off of trading or anything like that and just play this game, print a little bit, print some oil, build my plot, just like have some fun, man. Have some fun. If you guys are not aware of what this game is, I made a video about it the other day. I think the link is in the description. But anyways, they're doing some big things. I need to go do some upgrades too. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Because I keep running into these repairs, I need to save up at least 100 oil so I can reduce the reward reduction rate. Okay. Level 1, 30% instead of 50% reduction of clogged. 20% of 50% clogged. I think this increases the efficiency of like when they go down for repair. Ooh, plot boost? I need this. These are like 100 each. Yeah, I gotta make more gold wells or gold pumps. Those pump the most. I definitely gotta do that. But I'm liking the price is recovering, and I've been watching. They're doing some moves. Interesting. What else do we have? Let me take a look here. Let's see. What tokens do I want to look at today? Oh, yeah. ROP ETC. The fake copy, the free copy, the fork. So if I'm saying another like 30-40% dump on Pulse, I'll probably get it here too. I want to get in at 250. That's the goal there. That would be great. That'd be freaking awesome, actually. Ooh, definitely EHEX. Definitely need that EHEX. Man, it's so cheap right now. But it continues to go down. Like, you can buy millions for like peanuts. Unreal. Unreal to see these prices. I'm all about the DCA. So anyways, guys, Links in the description if you want to join the members only. Fridays will be members only. So for now on, it's Monday members only live stream. Tuesday, public. Wednesday, members. Today, Thursday, public. Friday, members only. We'll be doing it in the mornings, Monday through Friday, live streaming every day, alternating between members and public streams. And what do we not cover? Oh, yeah, before we go. I wonder if these guys think anything about the new PDAI. Let's see. RH is competing for the largest prize in crypto, USD liquidity. It's by far the biggest opportunity, and we're witnessing the rollout of crypto's first debt funding system, using PIV, PComp, and PCRV in the tandem with the deficit and PMaker and nation state-like stuff. Well done. Some big brain stuff going on. I don't know about all that. That's worth looking into if you can understand it. There's definitely somebody messing with these free copies and doing something with like the PMaker DAOs and all that. For what reason? Why have they been doing it this whole time? One would have to speculate for a big reason to peg PDAI. Or on the other side of the fence, if you think about it, for shits and giggles, for fun, for no reason. Would that make sense for somebody to spend all that energy and doing all this complex moves on forked free copies, taking over contracts, changing mint functions, doing all this for like the entire time Pulsechain's been out for nothing? Is it an experiment that's working, that they're working on? And has it failed? Are they seeing success? Like, no one really knows. We want to know, but what I feel like is happening is they're experimenting, whoever it may be. Maybe it's Richard, maybe it's not. Maria has built a massive system and believes PDAI will hit parity with EDAI, $1. So why would Maria waste all that energy for all this time? Be the benevolent whale, do the things and work and time and effort just to create an illusion. I feel like everything happens. This happened and it's happening for a reason. It's hard to grasp and understand. It definitely is. But we'll know soon. Time doesn't stop for anybody. We're going to know sooner than later. I'm going to keep buying it. But I'm going to buy it cheaper. It's going to go lower. I don't mind buying it now too. And I'll keep buying it. That's my thought there. Don't forget, pound the like button. Drop a comment. Until next time. We'll do it again. Yeah.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Crypto talk with Thomas G.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including heat.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees, and we're farming all around, including got me on Avex and bought me some Joe. Farming go crazy, you know how it goes. Zoopy on Phantom, I got a few notes. Sticking my Rex, you know I'm going hold. Getting these calls from the dog pound. Buying my dot for the next round. Now I'm coming up off the compound. Got my drip off the rebound. Getting these calls from the dog pound. Buying my dot for the next round. Now I'm coming up off the compound. Got my drip off the rebound. Crypto talk with Thomas G.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing heat, mining sprees,